fields are the first place that Tana begins to differentiate itself from other types of outliners. Fields allow us to add additional context to the relationships between those parent-child nodes. They clarify those relationships between information, and as we get more comfortable with using other features of Tana, fields will help us to simplify and improve our live searches. So here's how they work. First of all, fields connect information and they provide context for that connection. Fields create a has-a relationship. A node has a field, and that field is whatever the field value would be. And that sounds sort of abstract. We'll make it concrete in a second. The node is the thing, the field value is the information about the thing, and the field is the context for that relationship between. So for instance, A Tale of Two Cities has an author, and that author is Charles Dickens. In that case, the author, The Tale of Two Cities is a node, the author is the field, and Charles Dickens is the value of that field. Tale of Two Cities has an author, and that author is Charles Dickens. So has-a is the relationship you're looking for fields. You can create them, and you can also reuse existing ones by using the greater than symbol. So if I were to add, create another book here, let's see, say David Copperfield here, and I say that greater than author here and Charles Dickens. Okay, and so that's a David Copperfield has an author, and that author is Charles Dickens. You add values to fields simply by typing in the box to the right of the field. And now any node can have fields indented underneath. A lot of times people coming into Tana think that they have to be attached to super tags, and admittedly they usually are, but they do not require super tags. And I think this is important not so much because you're going to eventually use them a lot independently, but because understanding how that relationship works, how the field provides context from the node into the field value, that is easier to understand and more clear if you don't think that they have to be connected to super tags. So the indentation establishes the parent-child relationship, the field provides the context for that relationship, and fields do not require super tags. So you can see a few more examples here. Atomic Habits has an author, that author is James Clear, would be framed like this: Atomic Habits, author, James Clear. An orchestra concert has a location, and that location is Heinz Hall. I'm near Pittsburgh. That's why I love the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. Orchestra concert, location, Heinz Hall. Jacobson Project has a client, and that client is Peter Jacobson. Jacobson Project, indented, field, client, and then the value, Peter Jacobson. That's how fields provide context for these parent-child relationships between nodes. So as we look at exercises here, so I want you to take the first one here is recreate the following here in your own location. You don't have to use example in the node. I created here The Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and so on and so forth. Recreate these fields. You can then recreate, this is the same basic thing, just so, with some additional fields. Here, I said a moment ago, recreate the fields, recreate the examples. And then here in the third one, I don't know. Good heavens, why did the third one jump all the way back up here? We can navigate back here. Okay, so the third one, build the following relationships as nodes with fields and field values. So I'll build one of these so you can see it. The Ohio Valley Project has a client, and that client is Kroger Enterprises. Okay, so Ohio Valley Project, it has a client, so I'll create my field. We use client example here, and that client is Kroger Enterprises. That's how we're creating that relationship. Gopher Software has a bug, and that bug is screen keeps showing gophers. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke. You can tell how late in the evening it is recording this. Gopher Software has a bug. I like the bug example field, and the bug is screen keeps showing gophers. Okay, and so that's how you do that. You can do these exercises on your own to get comfortable creating fields and using them to give additional context to the relationship, that parent-child relationship between the node and the field value.